Hi, welcome back into my channel. In this video, I'd like to explain how is solving a past paper, mathematics analysis and approaches, standard level paper 1, 8 May 2023. Let's get started. Okay. Number 1, point P has coordinates point -3, 2 and point Q has coordinates point 15, -8. Point N is the midpoint of PQ. Find the coordinate point of M. Okay. If this is the straight line Q, P has coordinate point x1, y1. Q has coordinate point x2, y2. The positions of coordinate point N between P and Q. This is the coordinate point M. Okay. So how we determine M? Through this formula, half multiply x1 plus x2, comma half multiply y1 plus y2. So it means M is half multiply, this is x1, this is x2, minus 3 and 15. So minus 3 plus 15, half multiply, this is y1 and this is y2. So 2 plus minus 8. So M, coordinate point M is half multiply 12, 6. And this one half multiply minus 6, minus 3. So this is the coordinate point of M. 6, comma, minus 3. So this is 6, comma, minus 3. Line L is perpendicular to PQ and passes through M. So there is a straight line L perpendicular, okay, perpendicular to PQ. All right, if perpendicular, it means uh, the gradient, gradient of L multiply gradient of PQ equals a -1. So we need to find gradient of PQ first. How to find gradient of PQ? I'm going to add two straight line. And this strike PQ becomes right angle triangle like this. Okay. So this is Y. Y is 2 minus 8. And on x-axis, on y-axis 2 minus 8. On x-axis is minus 3 minus 15. Okay. So it means a gradient PQ equals 2 minus 8 y over x over minus 3 minus 15. And it is 2 plus 8, 10 over minus 18 equals minus 5 over 9. So this is the gradient of PQ. So the straight line gradient is minus 5 over 9. Okay. And we're going to find gradient this straight line gradient of L. How to find it? I'm going to continue here on this page. So gradient PQ multiply gradient L equals minus 1. Gradient PQ is minus 5 over 9. Multiply gradient L equals minus 1. So it means gradient of L equals minus 1 multiply minus 9 over 5. So gradient of L equals positive 9 over 5 because minus 9 multiply minus 1, I mean minus 1 multiply minus 9 over 5. So this is the gradient of L, 9 over 5. Hence, write down the equations of L. I'm going to find the gradient of L. Okay. See, we can find the equation of L, the equations of L through this equation. If L through M with coordinate point 6, comma minus 3, and has gradient 9 over 5, we can find the equation, okay, the equations of L through this formula, y minus y1 equals m multiply x minus x1. So it means y minus, this is y1, this is x1, y minus 3 equals m 9 over 5 multiply x minus 6 becomes y plus 3 equals 9 over 5 multiply x minus 6. It becomes y plus 3 equals 9 over 5x minus 9 multiply by 6, 54 over 5. Then it's going to be y equals 9 over 5x minus 54 over 5 minus 3 becomes y equals minus 9 over 5 x 54 over 5 becomes mixed number. 5 multiplied by 10 equals 50 plus 4. And it becomes 9 over 5 x minus 13 4 over 5. This is the equations of L. Let's continue to number 2. The function f is defined by fx, 7x plus 7 over 2x minus 4. Find the 0 of fx. So, okay, 0 of fx, it means this function becomes 7x plus 7 over 2x minus 4 equals 0. And it becomes 7x plus 7 equals 0 multiplied by this expression 2x minus 4 equals 0. So 7x equals minus 7, x equals minus 7 over 7, so x equals minus 1. And B, for the graph of y equals fx, write down the equation of the vertical asymptote and the horizontal asymptote, right? B, B1, the vertical asymptote happening, okay, vertical asymptote, the vertically asymptote happening if 2x, the denominator, 2x minus 4 equals 0. If 2x minus 4 equals 0, it means 2x equals 4. And x equals 4 over 2. So x equals 2. This is the vertical asymptote equation. And yeah, horizontally asymptote. Horizontally asymptote, we can determine through this way. Y equals limit x approach to unlimited of 7x plus 7 over 2x minus 4. It's going to be 7 divided by x, the numerator and the denominator. So 7x over x plus 7 over x 2x over x plus, sorry, minus 4 over x. So y equals limit, and this is 7, oh, yeah, over 2 minus 4. If this is 4 over x, and limit x approach to unlimited, so it becomes 7 plus 0 over 2 minus 0. So it becomes, the equation becomes y equals 7 half. This is the equations of horizontally asymptote. And the next question is find inverse fx. Okay, find inverse fx. So if fx equals 7x plus 7 over 2x minus 4, we can writing this function as y equals 7x plus 7 over 2x minus 4 multiply y multiplied by this denominator becomes y 2yx minus 4y equals 7x plus 7, and it's gonna be 2yx minus 7x equals 4y plus 7. Factorize x multiply 2y minus 7 equals 4y plus 7. Okay, and it becomes x equals 4y plus 7 over 2y minus 7. So the inverse of fx equals 4x plus 7 over 2x minus 7. Let's continue to number 3. On a Monday at an amusement park, a sample of 40 visitors was randomly selected as they were leaving the park. They were asked how many times that they had been on a ride called the Dragon. This information is summarized in the following frequency table. This frequency table, it can be assumed that this sample is representative of all visitors to the park for the following day. Question: for the following day, Tuesday, estimate 1. The probability that a randomly selected visitor will ride the dragon. The second, the expected number of times a visitor will ride the dragon. Okay, I will solving this first. Question A. After that, question B. Right, for question A, the probability or the probability the visitor will ride the dragon. A, the probability those visitor will ride the dragon equals 34. Why 34? Because if we calculate this, 34, okay, uh, total visitors are 40, but for the visitor will ride the dragon, okay, I'll look this table. Number of times on the dragon, this not include 0. I think this not includes only 16, 13, 2, and 3. So those are 34, 40 minus 6. So after that, we can determine the probability of visitors equals 34 over 40. Simplify becomes 17 over 20. This the first. Okay, the second, number 2, the expected number of times a visitor will ride the dragon. Times a visitor, okay, a visitor will ride the dragon. So a visitor ride the dragon. Uh, we can we can determine through this table, calculation on this table, uh, 0 multiplied by 6, 1 multiplied by 16. Okay. And 2 multiplied by 13, 3 multiplied by 2, 4 multiplied by 3. Okay. So if you calculate that, you can find a number 60. 60 because this is 0, this is 16, and 26, 6, and 12. If you calculate this, it becomes 60. Okay, so that's why this number of to ride the dragons equals 60. Now the expected number for the expected number it is 60 over from this number 60 to ride the dragon 60 over 40. Okay, so it is 3/2 and becomes 1.5 times. Yeah. So the expected number equals 1.5 times. Right. Next, it is known that 1,000 visitors will attend the amusement park on Tuesday. Right. The dragon can carry a maximum of 10 people. Okay, only 10 people. 10 people each time it runs. 10 people each time it runs. Estimate. Question B, estimate the minimum number of times the dragon must run to satisfy demand. Right. So we are going to solving B. Rider of the dragon. Rider of the dragon. The rider of the dragon is 1.5 times 1.5 multiply 1,000. And it is 1,500. Right. And the minimum number we can calculate. Minimum number of times the dragon must run to satisfy demand. Okay, is 1,500 over 10. Over 10 because recall that the dragon can carry a maximum. So maximum of people is 10 people. Each time runs 10 people. Yeah, the maximum the dragon carry people, maximum 10 people. So therefore, the calculation becomes 1,500 over 10. And it is, if we divide, it becomes 150. All right, next. Number 4, show that the equations cosine 2x equals sine x can be written in the form 2 sine square x plus sine x minus 1 equals 0. Right. Solving part A, cosine 2x equals sine x according to this statement. So we can arrange becomes cosine 2x minus sine x equals 0. As you know that cosine 2x, I will separate, okay, cosine 2x actually equals cosine squared x minus sine squared x. This is an identity trigonometric, right? So we can writing like this. Cosine squared x equals 1 minus sine squared x. Okay. Recall that uh, sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. So cosine squared x equals 1 minus sine squared x. So this is cosine squared x minus sine squared x. Then cosine 2x equals 1 minus 2 sine squared x. So I'd like to convert this cosine 2x becomes 1 minus 2 sine squared x. 1 minus 2 sine squared x minus sine x equals 0. Okay, now I'm going to multiply by minus 1. So multiply by minus 1, it's going to be minus 1 plus 2 sine squared x plus sine x equals 0. 0 multiplied by minus 1 equals 0. And we can writing, okay, this expression becomes 2 sine squared x plus sine x minus 1 equals 0. This is the solution. Prove that uh, this equation we can writing becomes this equation. So 2 sine squared x plus sine x minus 1, same with cosine 2x equals sine x. All right, now B. Hence, solve cosine 2x equals sine x, where x between minus pi and pi, right? Between minus 180 to 180. So cosine 2x equals sine x equals 2 sine, parallel with or equivalent with 2 sine squared x plus sine x minus 1 equals 0. Now, if or let x equals sine x, this equation becomes 2x squared plus x minus 1 equals 0. So by formula, we can state that A equals 2, B equals 1, and C equals minus 1. I'm going to find x1 and x2 through ABC formula. So x1 and x2 equals minus 1 plus minus square root 1 squared minus 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by minus 1 over 2 multiplied 2 minus 1 plus minus square root 1 plus 8, 9 over 4. I need more space, so x1 equals minus 1 plus 3, y3 because square root 9 equals 3 over 4. And it is 2 over 4 half, while x2 over the second x minus 1 minus 3 over 4, it is minus 4 over 4, it's minus 1. Right. According to this statement that x between minus pi to pi. Okay, so this space. So x1 equals sine x equals minus this one minus 1. Okay, so it means x equals minus half pi. Okay, x2 equals sine x equals half this one. So it means x equals 60 degrees. It means pi over 3 and if I'm not mistaken, 150. So 5 pi over 6. So we can state the solution. So x equals minus half pi, this one, plus this one, pi third, and 5 pi over 6. Next, number 5. Find the range of possible values of k such that e power 2x plus ln k equals 3 e power x has at least one real solution. At least one real solution, it means one or two roots of quadratic equation. So this equation we can arrange becomes a quadratic equation like this: e power 2x minus 3 e power x plus ln k equals 0. Okay, if e power x equals x, so this equation being x squared minus 3x plus ln k equals 0. If quadratic equation has less one real solution, has at least one real solution, it means d equals 0. If d equals 0, the quadratic equation has one solution. And if d or discriminant is greater than 0, okay, discriminant greater than 0, it means this quadratic equation has two real solutions. Okay. As you know that discriminant formula is b squared minus 4ac. So it means for this one, this quadratic equation, a equals 1, b equals minus 3, and c equals ln k. Okay. That means d minus 3 squared minus 4 multiply 1 multiply ln k. Okay. And it is 9 minus 4 ln k. So based on this requirement, this information that d should be greater than or equal 0. And we can arrange becomes minus 4 ln k greater than or equals minus 9. Okay, and then ln k, change the direction because minus 4 will be divided, minus 9 divide minus 4. So ln k greater than or equals 9 over 4. And k less than or equal e power 9 over 4. So this is the solution. Next for number, wait, 6. The function is, f is defined by fx equals sine qx, where q greater than 0. The following diagram shows part of the graph f for x less than or equal 0, less than or equal, for m, I mean, greater than or equal 0. So x interval from 0 to 4m. This, the graph, 0 to 4m, where x is in radians. Okay, x in radians. So the unit of x is radians. There are x-intercept at x equals 0 on origin here, 2m here, and 4m. The question, find an expression for m in terms of q. Right. So, wait. Okay. In terms of q, it means fx equals sine qx, yeah, based on the equation. So 4m equals 2 pi over q. Yeah, 1 or 2 pi over q. So it means m, if m the subject, it will be 2 pi over q multiply 1 over 4. It is pi over 2q because 2 uh, divided by 2 equals 1, 4 divided by 2 equals 2. M, the equation being, the expression being m equals pi over 2q. This. Next. B, the function g is defined by gx 3 sine 2qx over 3 for x interval 0 to 6m. This. So the interval extends from 4m to 6m. On the axis above, sketch the graph of G, right? We need to find the scale factor. So the scale factor is, yeah, 6m and 4m, 6m over 4m, 3 half. Okay, the scale factor 3 over 2. So if 3 over 2, it means 2 multiplied 3 over 2 would be 3. So this coordinate point move here. Okay. And m will be times 1m multiplied 3 half. 1 half around here. Okay, and the amplitude based on this function, this is amplitude 3. Okay, so the amplitude 3 here. Okay, and then this coordinate point 3 multiplied by 3 over 2 becomes 9 over 2. 9 over 2, 4 half, 4 half, right here, and the amplitude minus 3 here. Okay, so we can sketch the graph. It will be like this. I'm going to using a different color. Okay, this one. Okay, and then you can sketch based on your version. This is my version. Okay, I sketch this with, okay, this the graph based on the questions of number 6b. Number 7, the function h is defined by hx equals 2x e power x plus 3 for x elements real numbers. The following diagram shows part of the graph of h, which has a local minimum at point A. So point A is a local minimum of this graph, coordinate point A. Questions. Find the value of the y-intercept. So we are going to find coordinate point, this coordinate point, which is the intercept point between y-axis and this graph. So we can determine intercept point on y-axis if x equals 0. So y equals 2x e power x plus 3. Okay, which x element real. So y-intercept or intercept on y-axis happening if x equals 0. If x equals 0, it means this function becomes y equals 2 multiply 0 e power 0 plus 3. So y equals 3. So the intercept point, this coordinate point is 0, comma 3. The intercept point 0, comma 3. And after that, B find, okay, the first derivative, okay, differential of hx. B hx equals 2x e power x plus 3. So the first derivative of differential of hx, it becomes, if this is u and this is phi, it's going to be u phi, okay, 2x, the differential of ex still e power x, okay, and after that plus differential of 2x is 2 e power x plus 0. This is differential of 3 equals 0. Okay, and we can factorize 2e power x multiplied by x plus 1. Okay, this is a solution for B, differential of hx. Find the coordinates A. We're going to find this local minimum coordinate point. We can determine a local minimum if the the first derivative equals 0. If first derivative equals 0, see? So it means, wait, I'm gonna look the derivative. To e power x plus 1 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals minus 1. Now substitute x equals minus 1 into y. Y function is this one, or hx, because we're going to find the coordinate point. So this is x. I'm going to find y. Y equals 2x e power x plus 3. Substitute minus 1. Y equals 2 multiply minus 1 e power minus 1 plus 3. Y equals minus 2 multiply 1 over e plus 3. Or y equals minus 2 over e plus 3. So the coordinates point A, or the local minimum is here. A minus 1 and minus 2 over e plus 3. So it's the local minimum coordinate point minus 1, comma, minus 2 over e plus 3. This local minimum coordinate point. And after that, D, or D, this one. Show that the second derivative is 2x plus 4 e power x. Just now, we already found the first derivative, 2x e power x plus 2 e power x. And the second derivative, uh, 2x e power x, derivative of this term is 2x e power x plus 2 e power x. And the derivative of this term is derivative of ex. If 2 is u and e power x is phi, becomes 2 e power x plus, okay, plus e power x multiply 0, because derivative 2 equals 0. It becomes 2x e power x plus 4 e power x, and this is 0. So it's going to be factorized, becomes e power x multiply 2x plus 4. Yeah, same with this one. Or we can writing like this. Second derivative, 2x plus 4 multiply e power x. Find the values of x for which the graph of h is concave up. Okay, if concave up, it means the second derivative should be greater than 0. If concave up, the second derivative should be greater than 0. So 2x plus 4 multiply e power x greater than 0. Or 2x plus 4 greater than 0. So 2x greater than minus 4. X greater than minus 2. This. Next, 8. Consider the arithmetic sequence U1, U2, 3, and so on. The sum of the first n terms of this sequence is given by Sn equals n squared plus 4n. A. 1. Find the sum of the first 5 terms. Okay, I'm going to write it on the space. A as 5, it means 5 squared plus 4 multiplied by 5. So it becomes 5, it becomes 5. 25 plus 20 equals 45. So this is S5. Given that S6 equals 60, find U6. 1, number 2, U6, Sn equals S5 plus U6 equals 60, according to this information. So S5 equals 45, so 45 plus U6, 60. 6 equals 60 minus 45, 15. That's U6. Now D, space. Find U1. So Sn equals n half multiply by 8 plus un. Or n half multiply S1 un. Or n half multiply U1 plus un. So it means if S6, wait, I'm going to move here. S6 equals 6 half. U1 is oh, we are looking for U1 first plus U6. Okay, we need to find this one. 3 U1 plus U6 is 15. It becomes 3 U1 plus 35. And S6 is 60. It's 60. Okay, so 3 U1 is 60 minus 45. So U1 is 15 over 3. 5. So U first or U1 is 5. Consider, C. Hence or otherwise write an expression for UN in terms of N. Okay. So C here, UN equals S. N minus S, N minus 1. Sn is N squared plus 4N minus Sn minus 1, it means N minus 1 squared plus 4 multiply N minus 1. N squared plus 4N minus N squared minus 2N plus 1 4N minus 4. N squared plus 4N, N squared minus N squared plus 2N minus 1 minus 4N plus 4. We'll move it here. So UN, cancel this for N as well. UN equals 2N minus 1 and 4 plus 3. This is UN. Listen. Consider a geometric sequence Vn, where V2 equals V1, okay, and V4 equals U6. Find the possible values of the common ratio, or we're going to find ratio. We're going to find R, okay? I'm going to use the different color, okay? V2 equals U1 equals 5, V4 equals U6, 15. So if V2, V3 and V4, there is a ratio here, ratio, okay. So V2 multiplied by ratio got V3, V3 multiplied by ratio, we got V4. So it means V2 multiply R squared equals V4. Okay. And then go here. V2 is 5. 5 R squared equals V4 15. Yeah. So R squared equals 3, 15 divided by 5. So R plus minus 3. Okay. So the ratio is plus minus 3. Next. Given that V99 less than 0, find V5. We are going to find V5. Next, just now it is T, not E. This one E. If V99 less than 0, it means the ratio should be less than 0, and ratio R is a negative number. If it's a negative number, so R is negative. So V3 equals V2 multiplied by R. Okay, so 5 multiplied by minus root 3, minus because ratio is negative. So it becomes minus 5 square root 3. Next. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna move. Wait, I'm gonna move here. So V3, V4, and V5, that is ratio here, ratio. Okay. So V3 multiplied by R equals V4, multiplied by R equals V5. So V5 equals V3 multiplied by R squared. So V5 equals V3 multiplied by 3. So V5 equals um, minus 5 square root 3 multiplied by square root 3 because V3 is this one. Okay. And it's going to be minus 15 square root 3. This is V5. Next, number 9. An object moves along a straight line. Its velocity v meters per second at time t seconds is given by this function. Okay, t from 0 to 4. The object first comes to rest at t equals k. The graph of velocity is shown in the following diagram. So this diagram is a diagram of velocity of an object with functions vt. When t equals 0, the object is at the origin. So on this diagram, when t equals 0, the object positions at the origin. Find the displacement of the object from the origin at t equals 1. Displacement is the integral of velocity. So integral of velocity integral minus t cubed plus 7 half t squared minus 2t plus 6 dt. Okay. So it becomes minus a quarter t power 4 plus t cubed 7 over 6 minus t squared plus 16 plus c. Okay. This is Vt. This is Vt. Sorry, this is Vt. Integral Vt, I mean. Integral Vt. Okay. A displacement function is integral of Vt. That means St or displacement functions is this one, this expression. And if t equals 1, it means minus 1 for 4. Sorry, it's 1 over 4, 7 over 6, multiplied by 1 cubed, 1 squared plus 6 multiplied by 1, and it becomes, I already calculate, it becomes 5, 11 over 12 meters. So it moves as long as 5, 11 over 12 meters. B, find an expression for the accelerations of the object. Accelerations, it means we're gonna find the differential of velocity. Velocity function is minus t cubed plus 7 half t squared minus 2t plus 6. So acceleration equals minus 3 squared plus 7t minus 2. This expression is for acceleration. See? Find the greatest speed reached by the object before it comes to rest. Okay? So before it comes to rest, we can calculate the greatest speed. But the first step, we need to find t, the greatest t through these expressions, accelerations. It means a function, acceleration function will be expression will be 0. So minus 3 squared plus 7t minus 2 equals 0. So I will determine, I'm going to find T1 and T2 according to this formula. Okay. B squared minus 4AC over to A. T1 and T2 minus 7 plus minus square root 7 squared minus 4 multiplied by minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 over 2 multiplied by minus 3 minus 7 plus minus square root 25 over minus 6. This is 25 because 49 minus 24. I'm going to move here. So T1 equals minus 7 plus 5 over minus 6. Minus 2 over minus 6. 1/3, and then minus 7 minus 5 over minus 6. It is 2. Okay. And 2 is the greatest time. So we are going to substitute 2 into this function, velocity function, minus t cubed plus 7 over 2t squared minus 2t plus 6. So t2, if you calculate 2 cubed, 7 half, 2 squared, 2 cubed, 2 squared, 2 plus 6. And the result is 8 meter per second. D, find the greatest speed reached by the object for this interval. The minimum 0 and the maximum 4. The greatest speed, it means t equals 4. So we're going to calculate if velocity minus t cubed plus 7 half t squared minus 2t plus 6. So v velocity, if time equals 4, will be minus 4 cubed. 7 half 4 squared minus 2 multiplied by 4 plus 6. And if you calculate, becomes 10 meters per second. E, write down an expression that represents the distance traveled by the object while its speed is increasing. Our speed is increasing. Do not evaluate the expression. Right? We are going to find an expression through an option. On option C, we got yeah, T1 equals 1 over 3, and T2 equals 2, and as well T equals K1, T equals K, and then T equals the maximum, T equals 4. So we're going to find the expression through integral. The integral 1 over 3 1/3 to 2 of Vt dt minus integral k to 4 dt means integral. I'm going to continue here. Integral 1/3 to 2 pt is minus t cubed 7/2 t squared minus 2t plus 6 dt minus integral k to 4 as well minus t cubed plus 7/2 t squared minus 2t plus 6 dt. Okay. And comes the integral of that function becomes minus 1/4 t power 4 plus 7 over 6 t cubed minus t squared plus 6t as well this k to 4 the integral 1 over 4 t power 4 7 over 6 t cubed minus t squared plus 6t. And if we calculate finally the calculation we can and as well expression we can find an expression 1 over 4 k power 4 plus 7 over 6 k cubed minus k squared plus 6k plus 61 55 over 192. That's the solution for number 9E. Okay, students, thank you for joining with me in this lesson. If you have any questions, you may email me through my email. Thank you. Bye-bye.